I have to say that Messi is really talented. That's why we went into the video with flames. But Messi's goals are not the only thing we will talk about. If you're ready, here we go. Lionel Messi is not who you think he is. I'm sure there are many things you don't know about him. First of all, let's go back to 10 August 2021, the day Messi signed with PSG. And suddenly, he shone and became one of the most famous people in the world. Because these events happened very quickly, and obviously he had nowhere to stay. For this reason, for now, Leo started to stay at the Hotel Le Royal Monceau, one of the most prestigious hotels in the region. The hotel is pretty nice, man. However, Messi found this hotel safe, but it was not. Thousands of fans knew the hotel where Messi was staying. When he checked into the hotel, the fans gathered around him and everyone tried to take pictures. The hotel owner said he had taken every precaution to protect Messi, but it was inevitable that the whole world would know his whereabouts, including a group of criminals. Criminals investigated Messi in the hotel. They investigated everything from what time he left the hotel to when he went sightseeing. They saw very expensive watches on Messi's arm every day. Messi was wearing Rolex watches, the most expensive brand. The value of one of them was even more valuable than my grandfather's dentures. One day, as Messi was leaving his hotel room, men in ski masks came and climbed up the hotel building with special equipment. When they got into Messi's room, they stole his jewelry, money, and even his most prized watches. And then suddenly, they were gone. The cameras caught them, but the suspects were not found, and although Messi reported the robbery to the police as soon as he heard about it, the thieves had planned the job very well and escaped with the items in their possession. The value of what the criminals took was exactly $40,000. Anyway, this story is not the only one Messi is afraid of. Can you imagine Messi spending $40 million to overcome his fear? Messi was very fascinated by the new generation of cars. Cars such as Audi, Maserati, Ferrari were his passion. He poured millions of dollars into these cars. However, Messi does not look at the exterior appearance of the cars, but also looks at the safety of the cars. Messi bought it for fear of maxophobia, which Messi has had since childhood. Let's show a quick Google search. This disorder of Messi creates fearful thoughts in his head every time he drives a car. Did you understand why he poured millions of dollars into those cars? Messi was very keen on cars. He thought that the more money he gave, the safer he was. These car features definitely helped Messi overcome some of his fears. Messi had a $40 million car collection to protect himself. We know Messi's making a lot of money and he's handed it over to his father. Messi says he doesn't know anything about taxes, but there's something in this, mate. It's all illegal. Messi has never had such a big thing happen to him. The Spanish court saw that Messi was evading taxes. Things were going weird from the beginning. Messi's father was handling all the money, as I said. George thought it would be easier to save the money and wanted to help his son. He thought about it. He thought he found a loophole. George transferred millions of dollars to banks in Belize and Uruguay, which are tax havens outside his country, to pay less tax until 2016. George's aim was to pay less tax, but things didn't go as he thought. But the Spanish court, which realized this, sentenced Messi to 21 months in prison and his father to 15 months in prison. This event made headlines and everyone had their eyes on Messi's tax evasion case. Messi and his father appeared in court on charges of defrauding Spain. Messi, who said that he had nothing to do with the $1 million, said that my father handles everything. I don't even know how to pay taxes. The Spanish court did not find him right. How would he think that a man who earned millions of dollars would not understand the tax business? Without caring where the money went, the Spanish court gave the sentence. But Messi had a plan. He hired a very good lawyer by pouring very big money. Thanks to the lawyer, they only received a fine. Messi was fined $255,000, and his father was fined $190,000. So Messi, who only paid the money, was more careful in his business from now on. Why did Messi take a pill out of his sock in the middle of the match? There is an interesting and logical explanation for this situation, my friend. Let me tell you right away. In a Champions League match played in 2017, while fighting against Olympiacos, Leo took a pill out of his sock and threw it in his mouth in the 10th minute of the match. Someone who saw this situation for the first time could call it doping, but it was not so. So what was this pill? Messi played perfectly in the match after taking this pill and even scored his 100th goal in international tournaments he played in Europe in this match. This pill is a glucose tablet. You can see Messi vomiting in some matches. The reason for this is that Messi has a condition that causes nausea when he performs at a high level. This glucose tablet not only reduces the effect of nausea and dizziness, but also provides Messi with extra energy by increasing the sugar level in his blood. And this is not considered doping because Messi needs a medicine. Messi is also very lucky in love relationships. He is very loyal to his love, whom he has met since childhood. In fact, he is so loyal that he is very shy around other women and shows all the cameras that he is loyal to his wife. In an interview, he says they have been together for 11 years. Messi, unfortunately, had to go out of town. He couldn't see her for a while. He wanted to phone her, but the phone call was very expensive for those times. But this did not prevent their love. On the contrary, it strengthened it even more. Then Messi got a tattoo on his leg in dedication to his love. Everyone was saying that Messi had a problem with height growth when he was young. I didn't add it to the video because you know that, but I tried hard to give you the best pleasure as much as I could. By the way, Messi and his wife love to turn on the TV and watch videos on the Frut football channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Y aquí venimos de nuevo, sus amigos de Efecto Elegante.